target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Sooners offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Navy's offense will have its first possession of the game. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It is the great equalizer. Wait for the midshipman to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second.
Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll toss it. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do, stretch the ball out, making sure that it doesn't go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
He makes the connection. Touchdown, midshipman! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And the quarterback is snowed under. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touch. Do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. The Sooners will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Navy offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, making a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, and run it again.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I can.
And they got him for the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got it in the middle, it's Leonard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Navy will have to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Sooners are marching down the field. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the tackler.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Johns. He looks that one in nicely. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up second and short.
This offense has a second down play. Getting some heat. Caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Here comes the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running game.
The option look. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Navy quick to the line. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And Navy will go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive down.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
A little screen to the running back. Still running at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throwing right. He makes a catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Discards a man. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Reading the option, it's John. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Line getting set on second down. Moving away from pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. On the ground. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Navy. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ritter out there, this group is fighting. They're up by just 1 over Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. They're working that left side. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Sooners are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion.
At the 23, brings up 2nd down.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's John. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, look out! Touchdown, midshipman! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Handoff to the single running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll bring it back. It's Card. Coverage team gets the job done. Down at the 38-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Going up top on 1st down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Navy will have to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Bringing it back, it's Card. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. On the option, he'll toss it. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, and complementary football.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Card. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He caught it. Touchdown, midshipman! And the pummeling has started. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
That makes the score Navy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of.
He'll take a shot. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. The give as they work on that clock. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the toss. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
At the 30. Brings up 3rd down.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Got a man, it's Hicks. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Pressure coming. Coming after it. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense set on first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Now the pitch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He'll do it himself. The pitch. That will be the final play as they make the stop. And